Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you the game between Kristoffersen and Harksen. This extremely beautiful correspondence game was played in 1915. Kristoffersen had white pieces and he started with d4. Harksen played d5, c4, queen's gambit, declined, knight to c3, c5, Tarrasch defense, knight to f3, knight to c6, e3, knight to f6, bishop to d3, bishop to d6, and both players castled kingside. This is very symmetrical, isn't it? White to move. Kristoffersen played a3. b3 is the most played move in this position. But then black can continue with copycatting like that. So we have a3. If black continues with copycatting, he ends up with isolated queen's pawn. For example, after a6, d takes on c5, bishop takes pawn b4, bishop to d6, c takes on d5, e takes on d5, bishop to b2. So black has isolated queen's pawn. Instead, black wanted to give white isolated queen's pawn and played c takes on d4, e takes on d4, d takes on c4, bishop takes on c4, and now white has isolated queen's pawn. Knight to d5. Well, if black plays a6 with the idea to play b5, then white can throw in d5, getting rid of isolated queen's pawn like that. We have knight to d5, rook to e1, knight takes on c3, pawn takes knight. Perhaps this is only helping white to secure the pawn on d4. But black wanted to create the target for his queen, so we have queen to a5 threatening queen takes on c3, queen to c2 defending, black to move. Black wants to develop his light square bishop. Well, he can play bishop to d7, but he was more ambitious and played e5. Perhaps he wants to play bishop to g4. Now the game is becoming more interesting. White to move. How would you continue? Kristoffersen played knight to g5. Simple threatening, queen takes on h7, checkmate. g6. White to move. What now? Perhaps this is the most interesting moment of the game. I'm not going to ask you to pause, because the move is very difficult to find. But if you wish, you can pause. What did you find? Kristoffersen surprised his opponent big time by playing knight takes on h7. What a move! White is threatening queen takes on g6 check. King takes knight. What else? Queen to d2, threatening queen to h6. And I will play a random move to show you what is the threat here. If, for example, pawn takes pawn, then queen to h6 check, king to g8, queen takes on g6 check, pawn is pinned. King to h8, well, queen takes bishop is possible, but even stronger is this continuation. Queen to h6, king to g8, bishop to g5, threatening bishop to f6, bishop to e5, queen to g6 check, king to h8, bishop takes on f7, rook takes bishop, queen takes rook, bishop to d7, rook to e4, threatening rook to h4, and how to stop that? Very difficult. Like this, doesn't stop. So there is checkmate. In this position, we have bishop to f5, defending the pawn on g6. Queen to h6 check. King to g8. White to move. How to continue the attack? Should white think about the defense? Black is threatening queen takes on c3, forking both rooks. How would you continue? Kristoffersen was not interested in defending. He only wanted to attack. g4. Queen takes on c3, forking both rooks. How would you continue? Kristoffersen played the best move. Rook to e3. Defending the rook, attacking the queen, threatening rook to h3. Queen takes rook. Rook to h3, threatening checkmate. The only way to save the king. Queen takes queen. Well, black has plenty of material for the queen, doesn't he? Black captured the pawn on g4 with bishop, attacking the rook. But that was his last move. White played a move and black resigned. The move is queen to h4. Black resigned. White line goes like this. Bishop takes rook. Queen takes on g6 check. King to h8. Queen to h6 check. King to g8. Bishop to d3, threatening checkmate. f5. But now bishop goes back to c4 check. Rook to f7. Queen to g6 check. King to h8. Bishop takes rook, threatening queen to h6 checkmate. There is no defense. If e takes on d4, queen to h6 check mate. What a wild game, starting with that out of the blue knight sacrifice. Let's go back to this most interesting position of the game. Did you find this move? Knight takes on h7. What a move. What a move. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess and bye for now.